You wake up one morning and the house is quiet. Too quiet. Your body feels heavier than it used to. You move a little slower, look in the mirror a little longer, and somewhere deep inside you wonder when it happened. When did you start to feel old? Maybe it's not the number on your birthday cake. Maybe it's the way the world seems to move on without you. You sit at the kitchen table with your coffee, and for just a moment you remember what it felt like to be 40, to be 30, to feel like your life was still beginning. But what if growing older didn't have to mean feeling old? What if the heaviness, the slowness, the invisibility, what if none of that was really about age at all? I've watched people in their 70s move through life with more energy than someone half their age. And I've also watched people in their 50s shuffle through their days like they're already gone. The difference isn't in their birth certificates, it's in their habits. Most of us don't feel old because time passed. We feel old because somewhere along the way, we stopped doing the things that made us feel alive. There are 5 habits that can change everything. Just 5 simple ways of living that can make you feel 20 years younger, starting today. The first one is about movement, but not the way doctors talk about exercise. I'm talking about movement that feels like living. Walking through your neighborhood in the early morning, stretching your arms above your head just because it feels good, bending down to pull weeds from the garden, dancing in your kitchen to a song from 40 years ago. I knew a woman named Margaret who turned 73 and could barely get out of her chair. But one spring, her grandson asked her to help him plant tomatoes. Every morning, she would go outside to check on those plants. By the end of summer, she wasn't just moving easier, she was standing taller. She told me she forgot she was supposed to feel old. The body remembers movement, moving through the world like you still belong in it, like your body is still a gift, not a burden. Movement reminds you that you're still here, that you're still alive. The second habit is curiosity. And this one is harder than people think, because curiosity requires humility. It requires admitting that you don't know everything yet. I meet so many people my age who have stopped learning. They watch the same television shows, talk about the same memories from 30 years ago. But here's the truth. The day you stop learning is the day you start aging faster. Pick up a book about something you've never understood. Try a recipe from a country you've never visited. Ask a grandchild to teach you how their phone works. Sit in your garden and learn the names of the birds. Curiosity keeps your mind awake. That spark, that sense of wonder you had when you were 20, it's not gone. It's just been sleeping. And curiosity is how you wake it up. The third habit is connection, real connection. Sitting down with another human being and really talking. Laughing until your stomach hurts. Calling your old friend just to hear their voice. Loneliness ages the heart faster than time ever could. People who lose their spouse and then stop answering the phone. Slowly, something inside them dims. The light goes out of their eyes. We need each other, and that becomes more important as we age. Because when you're young, connection happens naturally, but later you have to choose it. You have to reach out even when it feels hard. Some of my happiest moments have been the simplest ones. Sitting on the porch with my sister, talking about nothing. Playing cards with friends on a Tuesday afternoon. These moments fill your heart, and a full heart keeps you young. The fourth habit is purpose, and this surprises people because they think purpose is something grand. But purpose after 60 looks different. It's smaller, quieter, but no less powerful. Purpose is having a reason to get out of bed in the morning, feeding the birds who wait for you in your backyard, calling your daughter every Sunday, volunteering at the library once a week, writing letters to your grandchildren. I met a man named Frank who retired at 65 and felt lost. He told me he felt like he was just waiting to die. But then someone asked him to help tutor kids at the local school, just one afternoon a week, and it changed everything. He started looking forward to Thursdays, started feeling needed again. Purpose is the real fountain of youth. Because when you have a reason to be here, your body responds. You stand a little taller. You stop counting the days and start living them. The fifth habit is gratitude. And I saved this one for last because it's the hardest and the most important. Gratitude is looking at your life, with all its aches and disappointments and losses, and finding something beautiful anyway. When you're older, it's easy to live in the past, to think about all the things you used to be able to do, all the people you've lost. And yes, the grief is real. But if that's all you see, you'll feel 100 years old. Youth is not in the body. It's in the way you see the world. It's in noticing the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of your morning tea, the way your grandchild's hand feels in yours. These moments are still here, but you have to choose to see them. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it opens your heart just enough to let light back in. And when your heart is open, when you can still find joy in the smallest things, you feel young again. Not because your body changed, but because your spirit did. So here's what I want you to remember. Aging is not the enemy. What makes us feel old is giving up, stopping, shrinking away from life. But we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to keep moving, keep learning, keep loving, keep showing up. You may not be able to turn back the clock, but you can change how every remaining day feels. You can wake up tomorrow and choose differently. Move your body. Learn something new. Call someone you love. Find one thing to do that matters. Notice one beautiful thing. Do this, and you won't just feel younger. You'll feel alive. And that's the only thing that ever mattered anyway. Some of my happiest moments have been the simplest ones. Sitting on the porch with my sister, talking about nothing. Playing cards with friends on a Tuesday afternoon. These moments fill your heart, and a full heart keeps you young. The fourth habit is purpose, And this surprises people because they think purpose is something grand. But purpose after 60 looks different. It's smaller, quieter, but no less powerful.